Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So 2020 is almost over. Just a few days left. Good. And that's how a lot of people feel about it. They feel as though it is this year that led to all of this. That's not really the case. This is the culmination of 4 years specifically, but many more in the run-up. This administration highlighted a whole bunch of existing issues in this country through its incompetence and ineptitude. The one thing that unites people watching this channel is that they want deep systemic change of some sort. Whole bunch of different causes, whole bunch of different reasons, but that's the one thing that unites everybody watching this. 2021 is going to be the year to really start in earnest. Not because it's a new year, not because of the Biden administration, but because the populace is primed. They're ready. They want change too. They look at the government and they see how the government failed them. They look at the economic system and they see how the economic system failed them. And everything that has happened from going back to the very beginning of the Trump administration highlighted it, brought it all to the surface. It wasn't that these things didn't exist before, it's that he was incapable of maintaining the facade that kept most people complacent. That has changed. There are more people politically engaged right now than at any point in my lifetime. We have to be ready to capitalize on that. Because if you want deep systemic change, it is going to come from you. It is going to come from individual action on your part. It's going to come from organizing your community at the local level. It's going to come from demanding that changes be made. And when the government isn't responsive to some of those demands, changing it yourself, filling in the gap. Right now, it may seem daunting because there's still a large portion of the population that doesn't get it. The thing is, that portion of the population is typically middle and upper middle class. The reason they don't get it, they don't see it, is because it hasn't reached them yet. However, I would point out that the economic downturn started before the public health issue. And Trump's latest temper tantrum and the slowing, halting, delaying, whatever you want to call it, of relief and stimulus is going to place those in the middle and upper classes on uneasy footing. They're going to start to see it as well. They're going to start to feel it. Whereas right now, their main concern has been masks, lockdowns, not being able to go out and eat. Basically, their main concern has been that they had to live like everybody else. Because a lot of this stuff, your average person never got to do much anyway. But they did. That has upset them. When the economic system slows, as it probably will, they're going to feel it. This delay by the Trump administration, it's going to have a lag. Even if he signs it today or tomorrow, which I don't see as likely, it's going to cause a lag, and there's going to be a period where there's less money moving around. That's going to impact them even more. We're at the point where we can start moving forward, where we can start making those changes. We can't rely on Biden. We can't rely on the incoming Democratic administration. They're not going to do it. They are status quo. They want to go back to the period where the facade was up. That's really their goal because they're not feeling it at all. It is going to take individual action towards a collective goal. And that collective goal is that deep systemic change. The fundraiser, a whole bunch of people coming together, each doing whatever they could, created a major change. It's the same thing. It's decentralized, it's sporadic, but it is organized. And that's the part that we have been missing for so long, is organization. It's not going to be a top-down organization. Not to achieve this, because anything that is top-down is probably going to be operating at the behest of the system, because they're already at the top. If you want real change, you have to do it. You have to get involved, and now is the time. Because there is so much discontent, because there is such a spotlight on all of the inequities in this country. Now's the time to make the change. And it's going to take you as an individual. We can't rely on political figures. Political figures tend to play it safe. Biden is going to play it safe. It's what he's going to do, because he wants broad appeal. The most effective people at social change didn't do that. They had a very narrow focus, and they focused on that one issue, and they changed it. There's a whole bunch of different priorities out there with y'all. It's going to take you acting on the grounds and in pursuit of what is most important to you. And if we all do it and try not to step on each other's toes as much as possible, we can achieve something. We can move society forward, because we have been drugged back for years. For the last 4 years specifically, but even before then, we were held back. The progress wasn't being made. There are enough people who have recognized the inherent problems in our current government, economic system, and societal structure that are ready to move forward. It's going to be up to us to help guide that and to help move it along. So while you may be relieved that 2020 is coming to a close, the real work doesn't start till next year. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.